The Panhandle's biggest snowstorm of 2022 wallops the region. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, it's been a long week as a powerful blizzard covered the Panhandle with more than a foot of snow mixed with high wind gusts. The storm started late Monday night and continued for approximately 48 hours. Every highway in the Panhandle was closed for most of Tuesday and Wednesday and well into Thursday. And first responders dealing with countless accidents and vehicles sliding off the roadway. By Wednesday, the snow had stopped and people began digging out of their homes while city crews worked to clear main roads. High winds picked up again last night and continued into this morning, but it appears as of broadcast time, the storm has passed. Well, unlike previous winter storms with blizzard conditions, the storm that moved through our area the past 48 hours or so has had a limited impact on power supplies in the region. Chimney Rock Power reporting just a few customers without electricity in the southeast corner of Sioux and southwest corner of Box Butte counties. High West Energy reporting in their service area fewer than 15 customers without power in rural areas of Kimball and Laramie counties. Prima also reporting a number of outages for rural customers from south of Arthur to north of Hyannis, and they will be flying aircraft for a visual survey of damage to power poles and lines. The situation with this storm was much better than the blizzard of 2019, which left hundreds without power for days due to downed transmission lines and wooden towers and poles that snapped with the weight of wind-driven ice. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
It's time for the recycling game. Question 1. Where do you recycle old electronics in the Tri-City area?
The Environmental Services at 609 East 2nd Street.
Correct. Question 2. Where can you find recycling trailers?
Trailers can be found in Gehring and Terrytown.
Correct. Final question. How can you dump recyclables and not have to sort them?
The free stream recycle bins from the city.
That's correct. You just won a cleaner and happier city, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater.
Welcome back. There was a new look to the Gehring City Council at the end of Monday night after a new mayor and Ward 1 council member were sworn in. The council held 2 meetings, the first taking care of many regular business items, plus thanking outgoing Mayor Tony Kaufman and Councilman Dan Smith for their years of service. After that, an organizational meeting in which Rebecca Shields took her post and Kent Ewing sworn in as the new mayor.
We're just starting to get involved heavily with the city. The last couple of 2 or 3 weeks, I'm just finding out what's going on. There's just a lot of projects that Mr. Kaufman and everybody in the staff has started. I'm just trying to get involved in that side of it to find out what we're doing now and where we need to go forward.
Ewing also praised Kaufman for his leadership in a number of areas for the city, and says perhaps the largest issue is getting a firm handle on infrastructure repairs that need to take place and the costs associated that could be paid through the new half-cent sales tax. Well, a Mitchell duo is facing serious charges following a Thursday night probation search at his home. Court documents say authorities found a rifle, drug paraphernalia, and narcotics in Raymond Runge and Carrie Schwartz's home during the search. They were arrested and taken to jail and are now facing charges including felon in possession of a firearm, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. They were both arraigned on the charges Friday morning in Scottsbluff County Court and have a December 21st preliminary hearing date scheduled. And an update to a story we brought you earlier this week, as a Scottsbluff woman was injured following a Monday afternoon crash in Scottsbluff. First responders were dispatched to the intersection of 5th Avenue and East 11th Street, and a red Ford Focus rear-ended a gray Ford Fusion, and the woman driving the Fusion, 75-year-old Darlene McKibben of Scottsbluff, was injured. First responders put a neck brace on her and loaded her onto an ambulance heading to Regional West. Sergeant Philip Eckerberg says the driver of the Focus, 18-year-old Ashlyn Palzer of Gehring, rear-ended the Fusion, which had stopped for a semi-trailer tractor that was blocking the road.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
High school sports this weekend, to be or not to be. Here on Thursday, it's kind of wait-and-see mode right now with the cleanup from this major winter storm continuing, with strong winds wreaking havoc on those efforts. Assuming there are activities, let's talk a little wrestling. We previewed the Gehring High wrestling season a few weeks back. Today, we look at Scottsbluff. The Bearcats had some preseason injuries they've had to work through, but coming into the year, the expectations were pretty high for the Cats and head coach Dustin Stodola.
It'll be one of the first years where we have some older guys. In the past few years, we've been young, a lot of freshmen, sophomores starting, and now the group has stuck it out, and we're going to have a lot of juniors and seniors. So that's going to be exciting, not to be the young ones within the state. So with that being said, we got great leadership within our older group, passing on the good tradition of work ethic. And showing up and working hard every day. So
the Bearcats are coming off a weekend in which they went 2-3 at the Cheyenne East Duels, and then on Saturday a 6th place finish at the Cheyenne East tournament. One of the veterans on the team, a senior Josiah Mobley, he notched his 100th career win over the weekend.
If we just have, I feel like Coach Stoll's built a really good culture. We started as freshmen with great leaders, and then we just kept on building onto that and having just a great work ethic, like he mentioned, and I think that's really going to be the driving force for us to be a good team this year.
Mobley finished second last Saturday, while the lone first place finish at Cheyenne East for the Bearcats, that came at 170 pounds from Frankie Trevino. Trevino, he had a breakout season on the gridiron this fall, and he's looking forward to even more of that good stuff on the mat over the next few months.
Definitely a working process. You know, I didn't have the starting job the first week, but you know, I worked to the starting job during the playoffs, and just getting to play with you know, that group of seniors is really special because I've known these guys since I was in third grade, fourth grade going up. So yeah, that was fun. But now I could go to my sport that I like and show them how it's done. So.
Weather pending this weekend, the Scottsbluff Grapplers head to Gillette, while Gehring and other schools from around the region will be at the tournament on Saturday in Sydney. If there's high school basketball, we'll have a pair of doubleheaders tomorrow and one on Saturday. Gehring plays their only games of the weekend tomorrow. They'll be on the road at Ogallala. Scottsbluff with Friday action heading north to play games at Chadron. Then Saturday, Scottsbluff set for their first home games of the season as they'll entertain St. Thomas More out of Rapid City. TV and radio for that doubleheader. And both Cougar basketball teams are off until the new year after having games earlier this week in Cheyenne against Laramie County Community College postponed to later in the season. That's the latest today from the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank, a bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
The Skyview Drive-In is a new take on an old theme. It's the perfect place to see beautiful sunsets and films that the whole family can enjoy. The historic Midwest Theater has been bringing us together for a long time. The Skyview Drive-In is another part of the Midwest Theater's commitment to this community. The Midwest Theater and Skyview Drive-In Theater. It doesn't matter how you get there, just get there.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, Johnson Entities, the owner of our local McDonald's franchises, presented a check on Monday morning for more than $2,300 to the Gehring Library Foundation. Library Director Christy Clark tells KNB News the funds will be used for purchase of chairs, a coffee table, and a rug for the new teen area.
So now that we actually have the check that's going to the Library Foundation, then we will place the orders very soon. So within the next month, I'm hoping to have everything in this space ready.
Youth Services librarian Kira Perez says the teen space is something the library has never really had, with a dedicated space for teens where they can read, play games, and socialize. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.